Welcome to another blockbuster class with Mr. Emmanuel Otwada. Together, we will be exploring the world of science today. In today's class, you will be learning about simple machines. Yes, simple machine. What is a simple machine, you might ask? A simple machine is a machine that helps us to do work easier and faster. And so, we will be looking at different examples of simple machines. These are the various types of simple machines that we have. We have the pulley, inclined plane, the screw, wedge, lever, and wheel and axle. These are the various groups of simple machines. So all simple machines are grouped under these categories. Let's take a look at the group called lever. The lever is a simple machine that help us to do work faster and easier. And a lever can easily be identified by its three main parts. The three main parts of a lever are the effort arm, the fulcrum, and the load arm. With these three features, you will easily be able to identify a lever. So let's look at the part of a lever. We have, like I said earlier on, we have the effort arm, the fulcrum at the middle, and the load at the other end. There are three classes of levers. Yes, not the parts now. We have three classes of lever. So let's look at the classes of lever. Number one, we have the first class lever, we have the second class lever, and the third class lever. First class lever, this is when the fulcrum is at the middle, in between the effort and the load. Example of such machines is the scissors. You can see the three parts. We also have plier, so you can see. Now, second class lever. In second class lever, the load is at the middle, in between the effort and the fulcrum, as you can see in wheelbarrow. Then also in nut cracker. Then also stapler is an example of second class lever. Now let's look at third class lever. In this case, the effort is at the middle, while the load and the fulcrum at the other end. You can see a hockey stick, a rake, a broom. They all belong to this category. A hammer belongs to this category of third class lever. How can I remember these levers? So let's see. So just write flea. F for fulcrum, L for load, and E for effort. So let's see how it works. So F for fulcrum, L for load, E for effort. So don't forget that. So you write 1, 2, 3 under flea. So 1, we have F. This simply means that in first class lever, the fulcrum is at the middle. So you can easily remember it. Then 2, which is second class lever, the L, which is load, is at the middle. While in third class lever, E, which is effort, is at the middle. With this, you can easily remember the group of levers. Next category of simple machine is the pulley. So this is a pulley. So what is a pulley? A pulley is a wheel that rotates around a stationary axle. So you see the wheel and the axle. Axle is a rod that passes through the center of the wheel. So you can see. The outer rim of the pulley is grooved. to accommodate a rope or a chain. So you can see the pulley and the chain or the rope, which helps to hang the object. So when you pull the rope, the object goes up, so it helps you to lift the object up. So with this, you can lift heavy objects easily. That makes it a simple machine. Remember, we say a simple machine help us to do work easily. You see, a flagpole is controlled by a pulley. When you pull the rope, the flag goes up. So this is an example of a pulley. A pulley can also be used to draw water from a very deep well. Yes, this is the pulley system. So you can see when the well is very deep, instead of using your physical energy or muscle to pull the rope, you can use a pulley. Next is a wheel and axle. You see, this is the wheel and this is the axle. Remember, the axle is a rod that goes through the wheel. The wheel and the axle are used for making movable things like your car and your cat. You see the wheel and the axle. The faster the axle turn, the faster the wheel. So a bicycle also have a wheel and an axle. So you can see this is the pedal. When you pedal, the wheel rotates and the bicycle moves. So this is a simple machine. Your skating shoes also has a wheel and axle. So for the roller skates, you can see the wheel and the axle. They are machines because they help people move faster. So we said a machine helps to do work faster, so this makes it a machine. You see these machines, they are all wheel and axle. So these are examples of wheel and axle. So the axle goes through the wheel. So when you rotate the wheel, the axle moves with it. You see, your bike is a wheel and axle. So how do we make a wheel and axle? A demonstration. So you can cut a circular shape, see the dimensions, 4 cm for the front wheel, then when you are done, so when you move it, the wheel and the axle, so you move the wheel and axle, and so when you move the axle, the wheel also rotates. So you see a little demonstration of the distance moved by the wheel and the axle. These are other machines that uses wheel and axle. See the wheel and axle. Even in pottery, the art of molding clay, you also use wheel and axle. Windmill is also an example of a wheel and axle, and even water dam is also an example of a machine that uses wheel and axle. Then imagine opening a door without the doorknob. Becomes very difficult. See, it's very difficult to open. But then when you place the doorknob, it's easy. The doorknob is a wheel and axle. When it rotates, the axle rotates also and it pulls the door open. So these are simple machines that uses wheel and axle. Even complex machines use different types of wheel and axle. That's what made them a complex machine, using different combination of different wheel and axle. Even your wristwatch uses a wheel and axle because the wheel has to turn for the seconds, the minutes, and the hour hand to move. Your ceiling fan uses a wheel and axle. So these are different machines that uses wheel and axle. I know you've enjoyed yourself and you have learned so much about different machines that uses the different categories of simple machines. I know you want to stay with me next time to see the other categories. For now, bye.